Good morning, everybody. This is kind of an impromptu live stream. Hey, Derek. I wasn't able to sleep last night, so just a second. I gotta fix something here. Need to turn the sound off. As you can see, the cat ball's just going crazy right there. So, how are you doing today, Derek? Would you like a link to come up? There you go, sir. Link is sent, Derek. Can you step away from that cat ball, please? Hey, Derek.
Hey, morning.
Yeah, I don't know what's like I've seen 3 figures so far this morning.
Right?
And now look at that cat ball.
Wow. Oh, it's just going off the rails.
Yeah, it's like stops for a second and then goes off again.
Wow, it's the first time you've been live in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, well I've got a there it goes again. I've got blood work I have to go get done this morning, so and I couldn't sleep.
Right.
Can't have coffee, can't do any of that nice stuff, so
Uh, I I'm sure I'll be there too when I go for a colonoscopy.
oh joy.
I got friends in my personal life saying you're at that age, Derek. No, I'm like
Yeah, actually.
you guys are talking to me like I got one foot in the grave.
Mm. Yeah, I don't imagine there'll be too many people,
No.
but I figured I needed to get this recorded.
Yeah. You might get Chris and Amanda popping in, so
And there it goes again.
wow. So Jason's still up in New Orleans?
He's coming back today.
Nice.
Yeah, he tried to get into the cemetery.
Okay.
Apparently they close it at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it's everywhere though.
Hmm.
They bury their body. They bury their people above ground too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's saying he wants to go back and spend like a couple of days there just touring around.
Nice.
But and there it goes again. And I'm not seeing anything near it. So I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm tired, but
I like your fish.
actually there's nothing in that tank right now.
Okay,
And there's just ghost in the big one.
cool.
Yeah. I gotta bring more tadpoles in. I've got one of those kiddie pools outside for the dogs,
Yeah,
and the frogs keep laying eggs in it.
cool.
But I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like that cat ball's not lighting the way it should be.
Well, how are they supposed to be? I got two. I don't even know how, if there's a right way or a wrong way, how they should light.
Well, normally it's got like three different colored lights on it
Okay,
that cause it to light up like a bluey color
okay.
or a red. That's just lighting like oh no, it's doing the blue and red. It's just showing white on the screen.
Wow.
Bam.
You gotta put. You gotta pick up your coffee mugs.
What do you mean?
There's two coffee mugs in front of the other fish tank.
Those are the ones that Chris and Amanda sent me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, man, you guys are like me. Just drink coffee and put your coffee mugs.
Oh no, Derek. This I'll show you. This is the size that I drink out of.
Oh, nice. Me too. I
I do
had
the
two.
big ones.
I like coffee mugs, the big ones like that have writing on them. Like I have one that says, "Don't talk to me before my first cup of coffee."
Mm,
I have another one that says, "My day starts after coffee."
yeah.
Then I have another one that says, "Big
Well,
pot."
hello, Matt.
Hey, Matt, welcome. Speaking of coffee, I should make a pot. But I kind of feel bad for you, Misty,
What do you mean?
because you can't drink coffee right now.
Not until after 8:45. I can't.
Okay. Well, it's not like I'm in front of you teasing you with a cup of coffee going,
Hang on here. I am going to.
hey, Matt, welcome. You sending Matt a link?
I am actually doing one better.
Matt
The link.
Matt don't deserve better. I'm joking, Matt. I love you.
Matt, it's up at the top there. Come and join us, people with insomnia.
Right? Insomnia is a yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say the word.
I'll just have to watch who tries to pop up here.
I hear you. I have a friend that kind of understands insomnia, but he goes, Derek, you should try not to get up at between 4 and 5. I'm like,
Well,
I can't.
hello, stranger.
Hey fam, how y'all doing?
Hey Matt, how are you? Been a while, buddy.
Oh no, how you been, Derek?
I'm good. Just been laying low from YouTube because of all the BS and crap. You know what I'm saying? Just popping in and out of chats here and there, making an appearance, letting you guys know that I'm still kicking. I'm still somewhat active, but I've been just laying low. You know what I mean?
Oh, I understand, brother. I understand.
because I don't need that kind of crap in my life, and you and Misty understand that. So,
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been really active here tonight, Matt.
Has it?
I haven't slept yet.
Really?
Matt and I had a real good debate a few years ago on his channel about spirits and entities, and I think, Matt, you said that I don't want to say they don't exist, but I don't want to say they do exist. But he said, until one comes up behind me and taps me on my shoulder, then I'm gonna have to sit on the fence at that.
Yeah. I mean, well, I mean, I've guarded, like right now, I'm guarding a historic district here in San Antonio, like literally the building right beside me, it is an old Masonic lodge
Nice.
Oh, cool.
that was made in it is called the Beacon Light Lodge. It was made in 1909, and it was the first African American Masonic lodge. And this whole it's a 2-story building, and the second floor of it was like 3 different morgues from like 1918 through 1932. So, I mean, like, unless
it's always good to be skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, not every little bump in the night and everything is a ghost. You know what I mean?
No.
But
that's what I tell people when they call me and say, because I'm known on YouTube and Facebook, and when people call me up and say, well, my stairs creak. Well, how old are your stairs? Well, they're from the 18 whatever hundreds.
Yeah.
Well, when was the
last
time you repaired them? Well, never. Well, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just using the stairs thing as an example because how many old houses have you been in where you've went up those old crickety stairs and you've heard everything? Yeah.
And even if they don't pop when you walk up them, give it time for that wood to bounce back in place and everything, and it's going to do it afterwards,
Like as much as I'm a believer in the spirit world and the paranormal, I do have a logical mind, and that's what some of the YouTubers, and what kills me is when a YouTuber that does what we do says demon, and I look at that title and I'm going, you're really going to look for a damn demon? What is the hell the matter with you?
Like, count me weird. I hear something or see something I can't understand or figure it. I'm the one that's going to walk right to it.
Right. Same here.
Because there's an explanation. It just may not be a logical one.
Right.
That's the type that if he sees Sasquatch, he'll be like, hey, buddy, what's going on? Come on over for a beer. I'll bring you. I'll give you a Bud Light.
Well, the sad part is a lot of the ones that are out hunting stuff like that are going to kill them.
Yep. And the things are, I mean, there's money in cryptids. You know what I mean? Like, like King Kong, okay? I mean, when they captured King Kong in the movie and everything, he was bringing in millions upon millions of dollars to be seen.
Yeah.
Same thing with a Sasquatch. Even if it's dead or if it's alive, it's going to be more money if it's alive so we can study it. Yeah. But if it's dead, that means we can cut it open without any fear of the public, judging us and see what made it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the thing with ghosts or spirits, it's not the believing in spirits. I believe in spirits, but there's too much, and it's the same thing in the cryptid field also. There's too much
Fakery.
Fake. Yes. There's too much clickbait and people, planning stuff to happen, and it does, and that manipulates the majority of simple-minded people out there to yeah.
Me, I'm not so much into the thrill of it. I'm more into the documenting it.
Oh,
Right.
Me too.
I don't know if that sounds weird or.
No. I'm into, like Misty said, the documenting part of it, the spiritual.
I'm not into creating fear. I'm into creating understanding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm into it just like Misty, the documenting part, the spiritual part, and the science part of it. You know what I mean? To actually bring proof to the masses that are sleeping at the wheel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But
Because
the
the
thing is,
let's face it, we're not getting any younger. We're getting close
Right.
to that. We're getting close to that time in our life where we're gonna meet our demise at some point. So, I mean, and I want to let people know. Listen, it's not as simple as being put in the ground and that's it. You know, there is life after death.
oh, yeah. I mean,
There's got to be. We're energy. Energy does not just dissipate necessarily.
Right.
It may
But the-
change form, but there's still continuation.
yeah. But the thing is the ideology of supernatural, paranormal.
Mhm.
It has been manipulated and
Oh yeah.
adapted to simple-minded people since the beginning of the late 1800s and early 1900s to make money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's one of the bad things about paranormal. It's everybody believes it's a cash grab. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are going to call me stupid for what I'm about to say.
oh
Well,
no.
You know all the orb videos and the picture of the ghost dog, etc., that I've caught over the last few years. I've actually had somebody approach me wanting to purchase my photos,
See?
and I turned them down.
Yeah.
that's good.
And it's just like me. You know how many cryptozoologists and biologists want to buy my samples of Sasquatch, like scat and fur and feet casts that I've found and wanted to buy them from me, and I turned them down because I know that they're going to buy it from me and turn it around and try to repurpose it, reuse it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the bad things about why a lot of our communities, a lot of people in our communities cannot get along. We cannot put 6 or 7, different people that's never met before, like ghost hunters or, spiritualists in a room.
Matt, I need you guys to confirm something that I'm seeing.
What's up, sis?
You see the shelf where the cat is above the
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
tank? Is there or is there not something right by that cat, like a light?
Like a little white dot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking at it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm not seeing things. There is
No.
actually something there.
I've
Yeah.
caught it a few times here and there. Yeah.
Because it's kind of moving around a little bit. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like, Matt, do you remember the live stream where I did the candle on the table and it started doing Morse code?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were translating it. Do you have any doubt that that was honest Morse code?
Yes. No, not any doubt. No, but yes,
I
it
have
is
actually
Morse
been
code.
told that that was fake. That I somehow
Really?
managed to fake that. Even though there was nobody in the same room, nothing.
When I was sitting there having to go through it and read every single
When you were up on
class.
my panel and translating it, yeah.
Yeah. I understand, sis. I know. And trust me, you're going to get way more skeptics than you will true believers. Then you're going to, you're going to get way more debunkers than you are skeptics.
And
Because,
I actually value that.
yeah.
Like I have a lot of respect for the people that do that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I do too, but I've had arguments, and when I'm, you guys have known me for quite a while, and when I'm convinced about something, or I stand firm with my convictions, and I've had some arguments with some skeptics, and they and you should hear some of the crap that comes out of their mouth, like, well, how do you know spirits exist or entities exist? And I'll tell them, well, you don't know where the wind comes from, but you know it's there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they'll try something cockamamie like, I know where the wind comes from. It comes from my left or right side.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, so I don't know where, because I can't just back away from an argument like that. I don't know. It's who I am.
Oh, I understand. It's the thing is I'm not a skeptic in believing. I'm a skeptic in proving that it's real. Like there's a difference in being a skeptic and believing that something is out there.
True.
But to being a skeptic on how people are proving that they're real. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, the one thing that I hate that paranormal investigators use, an EMF detector in a live house with electricity and everything running through.
Yeah.
And even if it's an abandoned house 60 years old, if it had a telephone line through it and it is still connected to the grid, if it has not been taken off of the grid, the telephone wire still has emergency electricity running through that through the telephone the telephone wires, just so somebody can make an emergency call during an emergency.
Yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong. Do they not have to be capable of doing 911 calls, like even cell phones?
Yes.
Yeah. Like if you notice, I've got my K2 on and it's not even budging.
Right.
Because I've gone through the whole room and make a point of putting it where I know it's not going to register.
Yeah.
The power and stuff, because like that tank's got power going to it, but it's not setting it off.
Oh yeah. And
sort of thing. And I don't rely on it as proof.
Right. But that's one of the things. Like the thing with an EMF detector, it has to be in motion, like for it to go off when it's around electricity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like people that's holding their cell phone right beside the EMF detector and they're moving around and it's going all over the place. But if it's in a level spot, it can even be on a live wire or a telephone wire, and it won't read off. Yeah.
I have always thought the best equipment is your gut feeling.
That's what I use.
That's an iffy subject right there. Like, gut feelings can be
either way.
It can be manipulated. People like through a psychological point of view. People that go to a quote unquote haunted house,
right?
They're already anticipating fear. They're already anticipating seeing something or believing that they're going to get scared. And then they make the situation even worse for themselves, going in there in a room in the darkness at 3 a.m. and being in there alone for 30 minutes in complete darkness.
That's cat ball again.
Right. you know, and that's going to raise up your awareness. That's going to heighten your senses because, for one, you can't see in the dark, and two, you're in an area that is unfamiliar, so your protective senses are already at max. You know.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes, like, for me here where I am in my office, in my home, I'm not as likely to overreact the way you're talking about.
Right.
I mean, neither.
So for me, it's more like I get the physical sensations.
Yeah.
Like they'll come up and they'll actually touch me, or I've gotten so I can kind of recognize.
Was that your cat ball going off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you missed it, Matt. It was going crazy, eh, Derek?
Oh yeah. Like Misty, like same with Misty. I'm in the comfort and safety of my own place. So, I mean, I do know I got 2 female spirits attached to my picture frame.
Yeah.
And, I'm not susceptible to that whole what you were talking about, Matt, about the whole, you know what I mean, getting psyched up and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
But it's also like if investigators go into somebody else's house.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact same thing.
I won't do that.
Yeah.
I won't do an investigation in someone's home because I'm fully aware that I have spirits around me all the time.
Right.
And my concern is I'm going to create more problems than what they already have.
Oh, yeah. And it's so easy to manipulate the general public with supernatural sayings, supernatural feelings. Yeah. Like it's the same way as like the Chinese whisper theory, where if you have 30 people in a room together and you let these people stay in the same room with no sounds, no music, no nothing, it's a quiet room and just 30 people are in there. One person yawns or sneezes, then it starts off a chain with everybody else.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you something that just happened when that cat ball went off.
Yeah.
That is why it's key for everybody to stay quiet doing an investigation.
Right, because as soon as somebody yes, ma'am. Oh, nice.
Is that a scratch?
That is a freaking scratch.
Oh, Misty, that's bad. I mean, I don't know, but that seems.
Well, scratches don't always mean bad.
No, it could be just somebody trying to get my attention. There was
right.
The apple pointing back. Look at.
Yep. I see it.
It could be just somebody trying to get my attention.
Yeah, because, you know, you may not be able to hear them. They may not be strong enough to communicate, or they just may not know how to communicate. So that's the only way they can.
Well, I've been noticing, you see that fan up on my wall?
Uh-huh.
I got that from a estate sale. This is the first it's been on my wall.
And
it was purchased. I've got the paperwork from it. I've got the whole lineage sort of thing. That is an actual handcrafted silk screen painted from China that they bought when they were over there. He was a delegate.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of places over
for 24 hours now.
Gotcha. So you've been feeling new things
all last night. I've been seeing figures. I've been getting like the cat ball, all orbs, and now getting scratched.
Well, see, that's another thing that, like, spirits have to, if they're attached to a single item or something, they have to. Sorry about that. Spirits have to get used to a new surrounding also. So, like, a lot of people get the most activity when something is out in the open. Like, if you display it on a shelf or in a room.
It's been in the house. There goes the cat ball again. it's been in the house for 2 years now, but it's been in a box.
Put up. Yeah.
Like it's been exactly 24 hours as of 7 o'clock in the morning that I put that up there.
Yeah, I understand. And, it's weird to say, but like when you see like haunted dolls and everything, like when they're put in a box or a glass case or something, that makes them feel more secure than being out in the open.
They're agreeing with you, Matt.
Well, hello, spirits. How are y'all?
Hello,
spirits. And I've been finding like I'll close the drawers in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I turn around, walk away, and the drawers will be wide open again when I go back in the room.
And that is why I have to stress. I can't stress this enough. In the chats I go in, when I talk to new people in the chats, when I'm on the panel, when they ask questions, that is why research is so imperative of what we do.
Yeah.
Whether you're a paranormal investigator, a cryptid, a ufologist, or whatever, research is number one, in my opinion.
Yeah, like with my experience with the bad energies that I've had, like I was getting bit and everything. Shortly after my son passed away. So like I react physically. I can tell the feeling of the energies. And I'm not picking up any negative. It's more confusion and trying to figure it to orientate themselves.
Right.
I guess because there are spirits that are attached to this property.
Oh, yeah.
And now I've introduced something new. So it's going to take them a while. And probably the time period between the spirits isn't good either. Because their mindsets, their way of being at that time period was completely, anti-racial.
And
and not only that, if I'm not mistaken, the Civil War was taking place this time of year.
Yep.
So with us living where we live, as you know, the soldiers and stuff are gonna be more active.
Yep. They're going to be more attuned because the energy is so rampant at that time period.
And don't forget, I mean, these last 4.5, 5 years with everything going on.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot
I believe the veil of the spirit world was open.
I mean, the one thing with the veil and everything, the veil is trying to be debunked by science right now. They just found a place in somewhere in Siberia that's called Heaven's Gate, and supposedly when you cross between these two mountain ridges and everything, it throws off machinery, it throws off everything for like at least 5 to 10 minutes until you pass through a certain point. And they believe that may be a ley line connection. So Harvard has actually sent a group of what are they called? Geologists out there to study that area. We may be able to figure out what's actually going on with those magnetic forces in the earth. But like what I was told when I was growing up from my grandfather and everything, the veil is like a unseen waterfall. It has it's like a sheet of glass that is, he said it's like it's as clear It's as clear as blue water.
Yeah.
And you can go into it, but also when you go through the veil, you leave a mirror version of yourself in the veil.
Right.
So it's kind of like you're splitting your evil side and your good side on either side of itself, like yin
But
and yang, kind of.
I don't know so much that it's the veil changing as we're getting more perceptive.
Yeah. The Mayan calendar said that we're going to have a reawakening. Humans are going to have a reawakening.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
may
there's way more people that are sensitive now.
But also, on the other hand, there's a lot of charlatans out there that are feeding on that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so hard because my mentor and the person that I looked up to and the person that I did most of my studies on his way of thinking was the amazing James Randi, and the one out of everything, the one stereotype of person that I will always have the hardest time believing in their abilities is going to be mediums and people that can talk to the dead, or anybody that can, not anybody, but people that have a true dead connection to the supernatural. We're humans for a reason, if we were capable of the great deeds that were written in our past as legends, people would be waking up, casting spells in the morning, or in their sleep, and ruining the world, because that's an ability that cannot be checked. Even if you were asleep, you wouldn't. If you had that much of a power, you would not be able to control it in your sleep. And you know how many people sleep talk at night?
I've been known to do that.
Yeah. Just imagine if you had the ability to perceive the veil, or be able to withdraw earth, energies from people or the earth or whatever.
Well, what do you think about my ability to heal people?
That I can believe, because there's been a study on Geronimo's great-great-grandson. And Geronimo's great-great-grandson has been known to literally cure people of cancer just by touch.
Well, thank you, Brittany. There goes my cat ball again, Matt.
Healing powers, I believe 100% it. Because there is so many documentations throughout history of hands-on healers.
Well, I can do it. I do it at a distance.
Right.
I've been told I should actually train in Reiki.
Yeah, Reiki. Yeah.
Well,
I think that's
so.
I've been healthcare most of my life.
Right.
And as you know, I'm now studying for herbalism, which is another form of healthcare. So.
I've been told by a few people on this panel, or not this panel, but this community, such as Misty and a few others, that I'm an empath because of my because of who I am, and you know what I mean. So, and I believe that. I
Well,
believe.
I think in a lot of ways spirits reach out because they want to connect. They still want that human contact.
I
Like
mean,
even though you pass over, you still have a lot of the memories and a lot of
Right.
not so much the physical sensations, but you still have that need to interact.
yeah. Well, it's just like
And I've always,
I look at spirits the way I look at any crustacean or any,
right.
any reptile that sheds its skin, even beetles, you know, like when you leave your body, you're leaving your husk behind. You're leaving what you once were.
Yeah.
Even, and you can even tell when a lobster loses its shell and it grows bigger. It is timid. It is scared because it knows it's vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the same thing with spirits. Spirits want to connect back with a human body
Right.
because they feel vulnerable, and they want to feel how it is to be back in their body once again.
Yeah, the night vision's going to click off any minute now, guys, because the sun's starting to come up.
Right.
Well, the cemetery that I go to, Matt, I mean, the spirits love me, and and they always want me back. In fact, I can feel them kind of pulling me to go visit them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think because I'm that kind of guy, as you guys know, that everybody just even so. Why wouldn't the spirits gravitate towards me, right?
Right.
But
I may be wrong. I mean, the cat ball usually, lights up when we're discussing something that it agrees with.
Yeah,
But,
when it's interacting.
yeah.
Hi, Brittany.
Have a blessed day, Brittany. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care, Brittany.
But that's how I feel, but I can also understand that some spirits don't want a human body again because they were either in so much pain or whatever in their human life that they don't want to feel pain again.
Well, I believe it's not just humans. I believe every living thing has energy, has a spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, back to what Matt was saying about how animals shed their skin. If you look at us, we shed our skin. We shed our skin in the night when we sleep.
Yep.
And so every night, in fact, not every night, but every day, we're shedding our skin.
Yep.
And when we die, our fingernails still grow, and the last to go on us when we die is our hearing. So when we're in the casket, we can still hear our loved ones around us.
Yep. Until it rots out.
Yep. So I mean, two things are last to go on us: our fingernails, they keep growing when we die, and our hearing.
And our hair.
Kind of
and
fucking
our hair keeps growing.
And our hair, yeah, kind of freaky. We're laying in a casket, and we can hear our loved ones crying around us in the funeral home.
Yep.
That's freaky, man.
It's just, I mean, we can hear it, and the mind's already lost its power to record it.
Yeah.
But it's still trapped in the body. You know what I mean? It's still trapped in the eardrum.
Yeah. And science has managed to prove that there is something that leaves the body.
Yes.
They have actually recorded it. They have
Yep.
It's like science is amazing.
It is.
I mean, it is to a point, but then you got to realize that science is also just a bunch of educated guesses until it's proven real.
And it can be
And-
dangerous depending on how it's used.
Yeah. It's in stuff like this. That's the reason why we don't know everything, is because every hypothesis and everything has been shucked out and replaced with a new one because new evidence has came in.
Right.
And you'll never, I believe something like paranormal will never be figured out through science. It won't
The
be
only way
figured
you know
out.
for sure is once you actually pass over.
Correct.
And then there's no real coming back.
right.
There is, but there you agree?
See? Yeah.
You're right, Matt. Every time we come up with something that,
Oh yeah, I've been
It's
paying
agreeing.
attention. I've been paying attention to the cat ball too when we've been talking.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
certain points that'll light up to get our attention.
So
So I
And
think I'm gonna make an assumption here that maybe we might be on the right track with some of it.
yeah. I mean, we may be. I mean, as long as we keep, and the only way we can even know that we're on the right track is because of like this spirit that's being helpful with us and trying its best to
Communicate.
communicate, give us some kind of acknowledgement from what
Yeah.
they know.
And I've been listening to as many spirit boxes as I've done privately and on here. I am of a firm opinion that there's only certain things they can tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's things that they are not, for whatever reason, allowed to pass on because we aren't supposed to know it.
Right. And
Or it would change.
that I believe 100%, because there's a law, there's a pro and con to everything, and there's stipulations to everything.
Mhm.
And
When you think about it, there's a good chance that if we knew the answers to some of these questions, that it could change
a
how
lot,
the world functions and how we perceive things.
yeah, it would,
That is why paranormal investigations goes back to the early 1900s with
Actually,
guys.
it goes way further than that,
Yeah.
Derek.
Right, but I'm
Right,
only
all the way back through history. There's
But I'm
been
only
spirits.
right now I'm thinking of that guy that kind of pioneered it.
Mhm.
I forget. I'm sure the name will come to me when I'm not thinking about it.
there was Houdini, there was Edison, there was Tesla, Tesla was even on the brink of bringing humans back from the dead. Like he was on the verge of trying to reanimate humans and bring their soul back to their body.
His
So
last
he
name
could ask them.
his last name starts with an E, but it's not Edison.
Einstein?
No,
No.
he's God, I'll think about it and I'll put it on my community tab.
Edmund?
I don't know which one I'm hearing it from. I don't know if you guys are even aware of it. There's a female talking.
You know
Usually
me,
right
sis.
Right after you talk, Matt.
Oh, is it?
While you're talking.
You know me, sis. I'm just basic.
And now I know when I can get a hold of you.
You right?
First thing in the morning.
Yeah. I'm up until 6 a.m. and past that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like I'd be willing to bet if I was to go out in my kitchen right now, at least 2 of the drawers would be open out there.
I can understand. Yeah.
It's just the feeling I have right now. There's a lot of energy right now.
Yeah.
And I noticed a couple of people go don't your animals freak out? And I said, what they don't realize is they'll freak out if it's a negative energy.
Yeah.
If it's a positive one, they're fine with it.
like your cat was trying to run around the candle and trying to
Play
like,
with it.
well, trying to play with it or rub up against whoever was there when they were, doing
Mhm.
Morse code.
Yeah, and like if you watch the animals, if I have it where they can be on the camera,
Yeah.
they'll actually watch them. They'll play.
Yep.
Like I've had the dog sit in the middle of the kitchen during the day
Yep.
and sit and offer a paw. And
Yeah.
like, and like we've got my husband has one of those little kids rocking chairs
Yeah.
that's over 120 years old. It's been in his family that long.
Oh,
And
wow.
every once in a while that thing will start rocking.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue.
Nice.
But it's not like there's once in a while we get negative, but it doesn't
Yeah.
hang out. It kind of leaves really quick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's. I believe spirit circles are the exact same way as human circles. Like
Mhm.
if a group of people are in one area and then somebody comes in trying to be, a jerk or whatever,
Yeah.
they kind of kick that person out and that
I've
person just,
actually had a spirit scream on my spirit box
yeah,
when it was forced to leave
yeah.
by the other spirits. So yeah, I fully agree with you there.
And
And like there's natural arches
oh, yeah, yeah,
around my property. And I'm sure like before they cleared this area, it was a grove.
probably.
Just because like they're equal areas,
Yeah.
the two that are still remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can draw lines right from them.
Right.
And the center of it is right, Derek, where you said you saw that portal.
Yeah.
The center cross is right at the tip of that portal.
Oh, okay.
Because my husband actually measured it out.
Really?
And it's right at the very start of that portal.
Oh yeah, man. She's got a portal in her backyard, man.
Thing's huge, Matt, and it moves. We sat there and watched it actually move, and the whole thing will shimmer.
And I had a bad feeling about that portal, and I still do because I can't get that out of my mind. Because for me, a portal can be either good or bad, and right now, I don't know.
and y'all know me.
I'd be
If
the
I got
first one to
around that
walk to
portal, I would jump in it.
it.
Well, anything's got to be better than this life, right, Matt? I'd jump in that shit too.
So how late do you work until, Matt?
I will jump in anything as long as I can get straight up 100% pure evidence on it.
Yeah, but the problem is getting back to show everybody.
That's fine. I'll figure a way out.
But dude, all you got to do is just do the Hansel and Gretel trick, leave breadcrumbs.
Oh,
Oh no! I'll pack a whole entire survival kit and live out there for as long as I can.
Or Matt can tie a rope to his waist, and the bunch of us can wait outside the portal, holding onto the rope.
There was an idea of doing
the camera to turn off.
Yeah.
So you can see that fan. It's like really beautiful. It's like greens and purples.
Right.
It's still not light enough.
But yeah, I mean, there's been evidence of people just going for a walk and walking into a portal and ending up in the 1800s and emerging and telling their stories and people not believing them. I believe there's portals not just to other dimensions, but also the past, like the 1800s, the 1700s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back.
No problem. Yeah, I think that there are.
I have not walked into a portal going back that far or a portal at all, but you know what? I'll tell you, Misty, I would love to. You know what I mean? Like you said, the trouble is getting back.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I don't believe portals stay in one spot.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Beth. And
Yeah, Beth, I couldn't sleep.
but and just like these planes that reappear after
Hmm.
going missing for 30, 40 years.
Yeah, it's.
These are the kind of conversations I like to have. You know what I mean? You, me, and Matt, we come from we come from different backgrounds. You know, we've
Hmm.
all researched different things, but yet we all have sensible conversations.
It's always good to have an open mind and be willing to see everybody else's. I'm fine, Beth. I couldn't sleep.
Me
The
neither.
energies in the house here are really high right now, so I'm just kind of like Derek can confirm that cat ball on top of the tank there has just been
Oh
going
yeah,
psycho,
oh yeah, and I can't
and I
sleep
got
either.
scratched.
I mean, I've researched cryptids and sea serpents and all that too, and ufology and all that. So I
Hmm.
got a pretty. You guys know I got an open mind. I don't have to explain nothing.
Yeah, like I tend to analyze. I actually overanalyze. To
Oh
be
hell,
honest, I overanalyze everything.
hell, me too. I
Like
think
I'd be
I
the
go
first one to debunk my own stuff.
see, and I'm the first one to go into a place with a logical mind, not expecting to catch anything, hoping to catch something, but not expecting
Hmm.
to. And I've been told, I don't know my subscribers, my viewers, an explanation. Like, if I was to say, sorry guys, I didn't catch anything today, maybe I've been told, Derek, you don't owe them an explanation. You know, if they know you the way we know you, you're okay. There's always an explanation to my methods. And on that note, I got to get a coffee.
Oh, Derek, rub it in.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean,
No, I know.
it's just
I
the tin
know.
of Tim Hortons coffee.
Yeah, I have fasting blood work today, Beth, so I can't have coffee or anything. So,
Well, can you drink tea?
sorry.
Um, Can you drink tea though?
Um, Probably, but I'll wait. I'd sooner wait and have an actual coffee.
Yeah.
I'll put a pot on before I leave, and then by the time I get home, it'll be ready. I'm hoping that night vision will kick off soon so you guys can see how beautiful that fan is. Yeah, I haven't seen you in quite a while, Beth. I think I really need to start going live early in the morning. I
Yeah,
get to
why
see
not?
people that I don't normally get to see.
Why not? It seems we all have insomnia.
Yeah. Well, Jason says he should be home around noonish. He's actually probably just getting up right now.
I just caught Beth. Oh, Beth goes, "That's a quick escape." Hey, I need a coffee. What can I say?
He's been stuck here for almost an hour, Beth. Now I got the hiccups. Yay.
I hate the hiccups.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Beth. You're going to have to send me some pictures of it.
Oh, nice.
No, Beth, I didn't make that. I actually bought that at an estate sale. It's an actual silk hand painted fan.
Anytime you mention silk, I think of silk bed sheets.
And wait for it. If the night vision ever kicks off, well, actually, I don't know how this will affect it, but I will. You're going to see me moving. I'm trying to turn my office light on. Okay. You know you want to turn on. Oh, I can't reach it. Shoot. There. Just give it a second and it'll kick the night vision off, hopefully. There you go. Like, I love the purples and stuff in it.
Oh, yeah, that's gorgeous.
And, like, if you look at the size of it compared to the 40-gallon tank, it's, like, huge. It would more than cover that window, put it that way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not fully expanded yet either. So.
Misty, I can see the top of your head.
Yeah. That's fine.
I don't get these stupid analytics on YouTube.
What do you mean?
Says, okay, up until a little while ago, I had 472.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have 466, but when I went to Lifetime, it says I have 472.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to it.
I'm just trying to understand the analytics. That's all. Like, I don't get it.
Jason is doing really good, Beth. And now the spirits are getting more active again. He's actually just on his way home from a trip for work. Look at them all now, Derek.
Right? I would love to go to Europe and the States and whatnot, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do a bunch of investigations, and because there's a lot there. There's a lot in the States and a lot in Europe.
Look at them all, Derek.
I know.
Holy.
You know, earlier you, me, and Matt, Matt, and I were talking about hair, about shedding and fingernails and whatnot. Did you know that Marie Antoinette, when she was beheaded, witnesses reported as seeing her eyes move from side to side?
I can imagine that would happen.
So you're still can you imagine how and her brain probably was dead at that point, but her eyes were still shifting from side to side.
Yeah, I'll let him know, Beth.
I can't imagine being beheaded back in those days.
No, they used to do quite a few different things that we don't normally think of doing now.
Yeah, and now we go to divorce court when we want a divorce. Back then, all the king had to do was say his wife was cheating on him, which she wasn't, and off with her head. You know what I mean?
Did the K2 just go off?
Yes.
Okay.
And Matt's right about about a haunted house too with the K2 meter. The hydro can be off for 60 plus years.
Mm-hmm. I have Grand Central Station happening right now.
Nice. I know, Beth. I think of that. I think of how it's not about the beheading part. It's about how far we've come over the centuries of certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like back in those days, they used to do electric shock therapy.
And
You know what I mean?
lobotomies.
And lobotomies. Now we treat people with medication or counseling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we've come a long way. Now there's still a lot of work to be done,
Yeah.
but I'm just Beth. I think of that shit. Don't pay no attention to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another half an hour and then I gotta go jump in the shower and head out. So you working today, Derek?
Now I got a few weeks off.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to Oshawa to the big flea market, do a live video, and then in August I'm gonna go to Lucan and do the Black Donnelly's historical vid with a paranormal investigation.
Wow. So did you look into the abandoned towns I was telling you about?
Yeah, and I'm still doing it.
Did you come up with any or?
I've seen a few, but but I mean, some of them have still the houses and the buildings, but
Yeah.
most of the buildings are like gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
Well, I know it was a couple of years ago that I looked it up and there was actually a whole town, like a community center, the whole 9 yards that they had just up and abandoned.
nice. There is a former federal prison that's been closed and abandoned since the late '70s, up past Sarnia way, and it's called Burwash.
Yeah. Beth, if you would like the link, it's up at the top
Mhm.
to come up on panel. Oh, Matt just disappeared.
So I like the idea of either buying an abandoned town or a lighthouse in the middle of the ocean. Nice, Beth.
Okay. I love the name Fergus. You're welcome, hon. You were blue on my channel before, but because I haven't been online, it kind of took all my moderators away on me. I'm surprised Jason hasn't called yet. Although he probably won't because he thinks I'm sleeping.
Such a considerate guy.
Sorry?
Such a considerate guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty upset when he couldn't get into the cemetery.
I bet.
It's okay. I was a little worried about him going in there on his own anyways. Especially in an area where we're not familiar with. There's a lot of voodoo and all that kind of stuff that happens there.
Right.
I think it would be fun if you could make it up here.
Oh, and I will.
Because Jason and I are both very much into the history of places
Nice.
as much as the paranormal. Oh,
In my opinion, you can't do one without the other.
well, that's true. But Beth, he's in New Orleans on a business trip. He's just coming back today. But especially seeing as how yeah, he is a really good cook, Beth. And he's actually planning on doing up some more videos and doing some lives on his channel again.
Is he gonna still do the cooking thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one thing he was warned about is not to go walking on his own, even during the day. Because there's so many homeless and the crime rate is just through the roof.
Yeah.
Which stuff, Beth?
Hmm. See, crime is everywhere. It just, all it is common sense. You keep your eyes forward, your mouth shut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mind your damn business. If you see something happening and the police question you, just say, "Man, I'm a tourist. I didn't see nothing."
Oh yeah, Beth, he's planning on doing that. What she's talking, remember when Jason did the give me 3 ingredients
Yeah.
and I'll come up with a menu for you? That's what Beth's talking about.
Oh, he gives his viewers a challenge. Nice.
Yeah, he had people in chat give him 3 ingredients that they had in their fridge at that point in time, and he would come up with a recipe for them.
Oh God, I would love that, man. I would give him a real good challenge.
Uh-huh.
I really would. I bet you he had some wild things too in his chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he can, it doesn't take much and he can come up with a recipe.
Yeah, but he's no Gordon Ramsay.
No, no. And he's never said he was.
He should go on MasterChef.
Um, I don't think he would want to, Derek.
Why?
I, he's just never. He likes doing it to help people come up with low budget meals that anybody could do.
Right. Well, can he make? Can he make? Because even though I eat good, I still like simple stuff like Mr. Noodle. Can he come up with?
Ramen.
Well, you guys over there call it ramen. We call it over here Mr. Noodle. That's
Yeah, he makes soups and stuff out of it.
yeah. Can you make a full course meal out of that? Like a whole
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
You could actually, you know what? You could actually make chop up fresh vegetables and put that in. You don't even need the sauce that goes with it.
Okay, take care, Beth. Be safe.
Hugs too, Beth. I'm always behaving myself. What are you talking about?
See, this morning has been really nice, Derek. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's nice being able to talk to you where you're not feeling like you have to be the class clown sort of thing.
True, very true.
It is so nice. And that's not a shot against you. It's
Yeah. I just don't think some people on YouTube take me seriously because they see how JMac busts my balls and I can take it. You know what I mean? They see how I act on other people's panels, and that's not me. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. It's you shouldn't have to put on an act all the time.
Yeah. And that's
Like-
why I want to get back out there and start doing videos again. That way, the people can see the true me.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you a way to contact. I forgot about that.
But don't shoot me. What did I do? I'm joking.
Actually, you don't want me with a gun in my hand, Derek. Remember what I said about the black powder?
Yeah, I mean
Being
it's
able
good
to split a ball and hit 2 targets.
I mean it's good to joke and laugh and make poke fun at yourself, but
Hmm.
I've been serious my whole life, and when I do I'm not a YouTube joke. You know what I mean?
No, you're not. You are actually a very intelligent person. Very smart and down to earth. But I probably should shut this down soon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't want to go out. Grr. Ugh. But if you're around, I'll probably
I'm
catch
always
you
around.
later.
I'm always around. Thank you, Misty, for having me.
Well, thank you for coming up and keeping me company.
You're welcome. You got to do this every morning.
I don't know about every morning.
Okay, how about every couple mornings then?
Yeah, I could try.
Okay,
I could try.
Misty, get ready, and I hope it goes good for you.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.